Hello everyone, my name is General Fancy Pants, and welcome back to Secret Files Tunguska. When we last left off, well, let's check the journal and see. Let's see here. We already read that one, so let's see. Failed help. Moscow, train station. Nina and Oleg have set off for Moscow. Sergei, one of Oleg's smarmy contacts, suspects that Nina's father is on the train. His plan is to bribe a guard in the military train station has failed. Nina is forced to depend on herself. So, that's Oleg in the background there, and then this was a little scene that we saw at the end of the last episode. And, so yeah, so we need to figure out a way to get onto the train, basically. Let's see what happens if we go back to the side entrance. Alright, so right here was where that scene went down with the security guard and stuff like that. And looks like there's a security guard right here, so let's go back here. I don't know what happens if I talk to him or get close to him, so let's not do that for now. Let's see. We got a looks like a sewer worker or some kind of worker. Yeah, sewer worker. And I don't think I've ever said this before, and now that I'm like 8 or 9 episodes in, at the top middle of the screen you can actually see what I'm clicking on or hovering over. So like right now if you look, it says rubble or barrier or sewer worker. And I kind of think I failed to mention that before, so my apologies. Let's start over here with the car.
That rust bucket is in a really miserable condition.
Yeah, it definitely has seen better days, that's for sure.
Even with wheels, that thing probably wouldn't move. Without wheels, there is not a hope in hell.
Fair enough. Alright, let's check out this rubble pile.
Dirt and refuse. Known among experts as junk.
Alright, where there's junk, there's gonna be something useful.
Well, let's rummage around in the garbage, shall we? Great! A rusted nut and an unidentifiable iron something. It's the small things in life that bring happiness.
Indeed. So now we have this Y-looking shape thing and a nut.
A nut. Any stupid comment about who is nuts has been strictly forbidden to me by the script author.
Well, I would say you're nuts. Alright, what about the unidentifiable thing?
It is. It looks like, it could certainly be. I've got no bloody idea.
Okay, fair enough. How about, okay, that's nothing. How about this bag?
As long as the worker is looking the other way, I should take the opportunity.
Okay, so now we have a bread box.
Let's see what Russian construction workers have for breakfast.
Okay, apparently they have a rubber band for breakfast and a bread and butter for breakfast. That sounds really gross, actually. Unless I'm missing something, some kind of Russian cuisine that bread and butter is that we don't have here in America, but I mean, you have butter on toast and things, but not just a plain butter sandwich. That's just not something I'm familiar with. Let's take a look.
No cheese, no ham, but 4 layers of butter.
Ugh. Alright, well, I mean, if that's what the man likes, then good for him. How about this rubber band?
A thick rubber band.
Okay. Let's take a look at the sewer worker.
He's making a furious impression. Fun on the job usually looks different.
Okay. Let's talk to him.
Hello. So late and you're still working?
Yeah, real funny, huh? You probably think it's hilarious that a poor guy like me has to work so late, and then has to muck around in other people's shit. Real funny, huh? Ha ha.
Wow, you're in a good mood. I wasn't having a laugh at your cost, honestly.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm a little irritable. Today's actually supposed to be my day off, and yeah, and now I have to work overtime just because this bunch of soldiers doesn't know how to flush the toilet. You hopefully aren't one of them, are you?
No way, don't worry.
Good. When I catch the person who dumped this shit on my lap, he's going to be sick just thinking of the word toilet.
Yeah, look, could we change the subject, please? My graphic imagination is very well developed, and my stomach is remembering what it had for lunch.
Okay. So this guy is here on his day off, and that would be kind of suck, but I guess he does get overtime, so hopefully he gets paid for overtime. Yeah, he's... Why is he so angry?
Having to work on your day off is, of course, really bitter. That would piss me off, too. Excuse me, a slip of the tongue. Did you already have some plans? Cinema, a few bars, or anything?
Yeah, I wanted to go fishing. Couple of beers, rod in hand.
Yeah, I had a boyfriend like that once.
Huh?
Nothing. Tell me more.
Well, just a really relaxing day. But maybe I can do it tomorrow instead. If only they'd finally pick the right lottery numbers.
Lottery numbers, you say? Let's talk about the car first.
That car over there, is that yours?
No, I think that's been there for a few years now. I don't even know if there are any parts still in it.
Okay, let's ask him about the lottery. That seems to be something he's interested in.
The lottery. What is so special about that?
They hold a special drawing in which you can really clean up. You know, I've been playing the lottery for 20 years and have never won anything. But today is my lucky day. I could tell when I woke up. All this shit is gonna end today. I'm gonna buy myself a little cabin on a nice river somewhere. Maybe I'll even buy the river too. And then...
Yeah, and then spend the whole day with your rod in the water, I know.
Exactly. The stupid thing is, you have to have every number in exactly the right order. If the first 3 numbers match, you can win something too. But to really clean up, all the numbers must be correct.
That means, in the worst scenario, if you have one wrong number, you can lose completely.
Yep, but I'm gonna win. 856549. I'm gonna have a new life with these numbers.
Okay. Well, obviously, because he brought that up, I'm going to assume that those numbers are going to have some meaning later on. He doesn't just... People don't just say that in adventure games and nothing will come of it. What about the soldiers?
So the soldiers have screwed up your day off. Did they just turn up all of a sudden?
No, it wasn't that sudden. There have been rumors going around for a few days, but I had no idea there would be this many. I have no idea what they're all doing here.
Hey, you don't mean to tell me that the soldiers are swarming all over this quarter and you have no idea why they're here?
Well, there are always a few soldiers running around here. After all, it's a military train station. But I haven't seen this many in a long time. I've heard they're heading to Novosibirsk.
And what do they want there?
I have no idea. They don't talk to us. Think they're just better than us. Most of them don't have an original idea in their head anyway. They merely follow their orders. Someone told me there are also scientists with them. And a little while ago I saw large cages. I have no idea what they're planning.
Cages?
Yes. Apparently there are some prisoners on the train. Maybe that's why.
Cages for prisoners? Are they keeping my father like a wild animal? I urgently have to get on that train and get him out.
Okay, so that's all he has to say. So there's
I'd
a
better
chance.
get going then.
Me too.
Okay, so there's a chance that my father might be on the train with in one of those cages that he mentioned. Hopefully not, but we'll have to get on that train to find out. Let's see what else there is on this screen. There's a hose right here.
A
Well,
long rubber hose.
it's actually the hose that goes all the way down the sewer, but let's see if we can take that from him.
Demolition of a workplace is never a good idea, especially if the workplace belongs to a huge, strong building worker.
Fair enough. An advertisement.
An advertisement for the Gartuzo Corporation. Outrageously expensive, insufficient coverage, lousy service. If those are your requirements for a cell phone in today's world, go to the competition. If not, come to us. Gartuzo Telecommunications offers the ideal contract option for any requirement, tailored to your needs. Switch now. By now, they seem to be everywhere. I've already received dozens of brochures from them at home.
Okay. So just an advertisement for a cell phone company. And then there's this barrier.
The barrier is to stop people falling into the open sewer. It would make more sense to run one around the whole sewer.
That's very true, because if someone's walking from this way, or that way, or that way, or that way, or that way, any way other than that barrier, the barrier is pretty much useless then.
Demolition of a workplace is never a good
so we
idea.
can't take the barrier yet. Okay, so we already searched through the rubble. We have a car here. Let's go back to the side entrance. Let's see if maybe that guard isn't as dangerous as he might seem. I know he's reading the newspaper, so he can't be too, too into his job right now. So there's some pebbles over here. I noticed as I was kind of flinging my mouse all over the place.
Very useful if you are standing under your sweetheart's window again and aren't allowed in.
I suppose. So she's kind of alluding basically to the fact that they might be used to get someone's attention, possibly. How about the gate?
According to Sergei's theory, I should be able to get in there without any problems. What now?
There's a lamp right there. Why is that something we can click on?
Seen from here, I would guess 60 watts.
Okay, interesting. Not sure what that's all about yet, but must be important if we can interact with it. Alright, so we have the newspaper itself and Sergeant Yushin.
Here are the numbers of the special draw. 356549. One single wrong number. The sewage worker will be kicking himself in the ass all day long.
So that was interesting. So it's one number off, so it's 356549. And I think he said 856549. That's a bummer for the sewer worker. Alright, let's take a look at the sergeant.
The guy who took over the job of Sergei's contact man looks extremely well trained.
Okay. So trained that he can see everything even when reading the newspaper. Nothing gets past Sergeant Yushin. Nothing.
Let's see if some charming words will get me into the station. Hello, you wonderful man.
Oh, hello.
All alone are you out here? Can I enjoy your company for a while?
I don't care.
Uh-oh, that'll be a hard one to crack.
Well, you're kind of laying it on pretty thick too. That's not going to work on anybody. I'm sorry, Nina, but you're just not so good at that. At the smooth talk. Let's ask him about the newspaper.
Can I borrow your newspaper for a few minutes?
What? No way. The nurse is finally just about to turn the doctor around.
Pardon?
Don't tell me you've never heard of the Siberian Saga.
No. I have to pass on that. What is it?
The soap opera in the Moscow News. A fascinating love story. For the last 3 weeks, they have been publishing a new chapter every other day. And I guess that the nurse...
Yeah, great. That's enough. It sounds really gripping. Are you almost finished with it?
No, not for a while yet. I'm reading it slowly on purpose to prolong the excitement. Of course I have the newspaper at home as well, but there's not much going on here, so I can read without being disturbed. I'm really anxious to see if the head nurse is plotting.
No! Stop it! My doctor has forbidden too much drama and excitement.
That's hilarious. Okay, so he's just reading basically a daily soap in the paper, it looks like. But he does have a newspaper at home, so I wonder if we can somehow get that newspaper from him. Let's ask him about the side entrance, which is this gate here.
You were guarding the side entrance here. Is there any special reason for it?
Yeah, no one's supposed to go in there.
Talk about stating the obvious. I'm flirting with you, stupid. Oh, and because of that, they have installed a strong, muscular man like you here.
What? You mean me?
Yeah, right. I'm sure they spent a long time thinking about who they could give such an important task to. And they came to the conclusion that only you could fulfill the job. Well-trained and radiating power and strength.
Yes, you're probably right. I've only been with the troops for 3 years, but I've already achieved a lot.
Of course, I, as a mere woman, feel much better when I know that real men like you are defending our land. What is so important about the station that you have been chosen to guard the side entrance?
Actually, I'm not allowed to say. It's top secret. But I guess it has to do with some Secret Service thing. There are masses of conspicuously inconspicuous people running around. You're not from the FSB, are you?
Me? No, of course not.
Phew. I was lucky. I nearly let the cat out of the bag. I don't want to end up like my colleague. They just took him away.
Sure, I understand. Damn, I almost had him in my hands.
Yeah, I bet you didn't, but let's just pretend you did. Alright, let's ask him about Solotov.
Your colleague, where did they take him? Is he coming back soon?
I'm afraid not. The 2 guys that took the poor guy are from the FSB, I think.
Oh, why did they take him?
No idea. But it's better not to ask questions. The wrong one at the wrong time, and it could be your last question. As soon as they have you in their grip, it's not easy to get out again. If you get out at all.
Okay, so we need to be careful around those FSB agents if ever we run into them.
Thanks a lot for the information.
My pleasure. See you soon.
Alright, so your flirting attempts pretty much failed miserably, Nina, but it wasn't that great to begin with, if I'm honest. So we need to figure out another way of getting that newspaper so that we can maybe potentially get through this gate, or maybe we can go through the sewers. That's another possibility, but we don't really know how to get into the sewer with the sewer worker there. I think I'm going to call it an episode right here. Next time we will figure out how to get into that train and hopefully find our dad. So I'll see you guys next time on Secret Files Tunguska. Until then.